Hello, boys and girls. Mrs. Sadowski here again. And this time we've got the Module 7, Lesson 11 homework. So again, we're working on those problem-solving skills, but also using all of our measurement and our measurement conversions. So here we go. Ashley ran a marathon and finished 1 hour, 40 minutes after PJ, who had a time of 2 hours, 15 minutes. Carrie finished 12 minutes before Ashley. How long did it take Carrie to run the marathon? Well, let's see. Ashley is after PJ, and PJ is this time, right? So we've got PJ was 2 hours, 15 minutes. But Ashley finished after him, which means we need to add more time. So if we take that and we add an hour, 40 minutes, add that up. So we're going to get 5, these are minutes. And for our hours, we're going to have 3. So this is going to be Miss Ashley right there, right? Okay, because her time needs to be after PJ. So then Carrie finishes 12 minutes before Ashley. So if we take Ashley's 3 hours, 55 minutes. And if he finished before, that means he had a faster time. So we're going to take some time off. All we're doing is taking minutes off, right? So we're going to keep those 3 hours. 5 minus 2 is 3. 5 minus 1 is 4. So Carrie ran it in 3 hours, 43 minutes. Let me put a little box around that answer. Okay. Well, number 2, Mr. Foot's deck is 12 feet, 6 inches wide. The length is twice the width plus 3 more. How long is the deck? Okay. So here we have the width and we need the length. That's what they're asking. And it's twice and 3 more. So if we take 12 feet, 6 inches, and we times that by 2, right? It's twice as big. So that's going to be 24 feet, and 6 times 2, that's 12 inches, which makes this whole thing 25 feet, right? But we can't forget the whole plus 3 more inches. So we'll do the deck is 25 feet, 3 inches long. So we had to add that little 3 inches in at the very end. Alrighty, so far so good. Here we go with the next one. Mrs. Lorenz bought 12 pounds, 8 ounces of sugar. This is 1/4 of the sugar she will use to make sugar cookies in her bakery this week. If she uses 10 ounces of sugar for each batch of sugar cookies, how many batches of sugar cookies will she make in a week? Wow. Okay, so let's think about this. She buys some sugar, right? There's her sugar. 1/4 of it. No. 1/4 is the sugar she's going to use. So 12 pounds, 8 ounces only is 1/4 of everything she's going to use. Okay? And she's going to use 10 ounces of sugar for each batch. So we're looking for how many batches in the week. Okay, so if this is only 1/4 of what she's using, then this would be another 1/4 of what she's using, right? And this would be another 1/4 of what she's using. And this would be the other 1/4 of what she's using. So we've got 4 of these to make the whole amount that she's going to use. So we can add it all up, or you can realize that this is basically 12 pounds, 8 ounces. I'm having a hard time abbreviating ounces lately, aren't I? And we can multiply both pounds and ounces by 4. So this is going to be 48 pounds. This is going to be 32 ounces. Okay. Now, what we can realize is that we could take and convert all of this over to pounds. We could. But we're dealing with ounces over here. And she's going to be using this many ounces in each batch of sugar cookies. So if we have a certain amount and we're going to be divvying it out to different batches, that's going to be a division problem, dividing by 10 ounces. So we're not going to want to leave this as a mix, and we're not going to want to have it in pounds. So we have the fun job of taking 48 and multiplying that by 16, because there are 16 ounces in a pound. So 8 times 6, well, that's 48. Carry that 4. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 4 more, we're going to be at 28. Now it's time to multiply by the tens place. So 8 times 1 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. When we add all of this up, we have 768 ounces, right? But don't forget about these 32. So we've got to move these 32 in here. So 8 and 2, well, that makes 10. That's just 7, 8, 9, 10. There's that 1. So we have 800 ounces. But we're not done with the problem yet, because we're trying to figure out how many batches of cookies, not how many ounces worth of sugar. So we're going to take this 800 and divide it by 10. Now, you can do it as a long division problem if you want. And some of you are like, but we didn't do double digits. Well, 10 doesn't go into 8, but 10 goes into 80 how many times? 8, right? 8 times 10 is 80. When you subtract, there's nothing left. That means we go in there 0 times. Our answer is going to be 80. So she makes 80 batches. Okay, and I'll put my answer in a little box over there. All right, moving right along. 2 more problems to go. So we have Beth Ann practice piano for an hour, 5 minutes each day for 1 week. Okay. She had 5 songs to practice and spent the same amount of time practicing each song. So how long did she practice each song during the week? Well, there's 7 days in a week, right? So if you have 1 hour, 5 minutes, and we times those by 7 for the 7 days in a week, we're going to end up with 7 hours and 35 minutes. That's her total time. But there's 5 songs, and she's going to be doing each. Well, here's where this gets a little icky, because 5 doesn't go nicely into 7. So we can do this one of 2 ways. First, we could take all these hours and convert everything to minutes, and then divide, and then transfer back between hours and minutes. Or we can look at this and go, I know that 5 can go into 5 hours, leaving me with 2 hours left over. So I can put this with that and go about it that way. So depending on the way you do this problem is how it's going to look. So I'm going to show it both ways. For those of you who realize, oh, if I deal with 5, I can do easy division that way. 2 hours is the same as 60 minutes and another 60 minutes, right? Well, if we put 60 and 60 together, that's 120 plus the 35 up here. So we're dealing with, let's see, that would be a 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. That's 155 minutes. So if I do 155 divided by 5, I know 5 can go into 15 3 times. 3 times 5 is in fact 15. I subtract, nothing there, I bring down my 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. Nothing left over. That's a good thing. So these are my 31 minutes. And if I do 5 hours and I do 5 divided by 5, I'm going to be just 1 hour, right? So over here I would get 1 hour 31 minutes. Okay, so if I do the problem this way, that's the answer I get. Now I said the other way would be to take those 7 hours and realize there's 60 minutes in an hour, right? Times the 7. 6 times 7 is 42. So that's 420 minutes. But you can't forget that you have this. So really it's 420 plus the 35. Okay? So when we do that, we get 455 minutes. Now if you take that 455 minutes and you divide it by 5, 5 goes into 4, it doesn't. But 5 can go in 45 9 times. 9 times 5 is 45. When you subtract, there's nothing left over. Bring down that 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 1 times 5 is in fact 5. There's no remainder. So this would be 91 minutes. Well, nobody's going to leave it as 91 minutes. So if you think about it, if I have 91, I can pull out 60 minutes to make an hour, leaving me with 31 left over. So we would still get practiced each song for 1 hour 31 minutes. So notice, either way you do it, you're still going to get the same answer. All right? So hopefully that made sense. Here we go on number 5. The concession stand has 18 gallons of punch. If there are a total of 240 students who want to purchase 1 cup of punch each, will there be enough punch for everyone? Well, if there's 240 students and they all want 1 cup, we need 240 cups, right? Okay, we have 18 gallons, but we need to be dealing with cups. So there's 16 cups in 1 gallon, so we're going to have to do 18 times 16 to see how many cups this makes. 8 times 6 is 48. 6 times 1 is 6, plus that 4 is going to make 10. Now I put my placeholder. 8 times 1 is 8. 1 times 1 is 1. Add those up, and we get 288, and again, these are cups. If we have 288 cups and there's 240 people, will there be enough punch? The answer is yes. There will be enough punch for everyone. I'm surprised they didn't ask us to explain. This would have been a great explain your reasoning type of thing. If we needed to, we could go on farther to say, I know this because when you multiply the 18 gallons times the 16 cups in a gallon, you get 288 cups, and that is more than the 240 needed. But they didn't ask for all that detail, so we left out. All right, boys and girls, that's all there is for our Module 7 Lesson 11 homework. Hope you did well.